Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitabugHandmaids.com, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to announce the first feature of July Club Quitabug. I will be spotlighting the Coffee Cafe bundle. I absolutely love this set, you guys. Love it, love it, love it. And I think you're gonna really enjoy the projects that I've designed for this club feature. So let's go ahead and take a look at those projects, and I'll give you all the details about Club Quitabug as we go. All right, so let's take a look at the projects that we'll be making in your free Coffee Cafe card kit. So the first project is this one. It is a super cute little gift card holder, and I actually showed you guys a few months ago using a different stamp set how to create these gift card holders. I absolutely love these, and all you have to do is you've got this little pocket right here, and you take your gift card and you simply slip it right into that little pocket. You've got room on that piece of Whisper White to write a message or stamp a message beforehand, and then this piece slips right back into your little pouch, and then this little pouch slips right into one of our medium Whisper White envelopes, and envelopes are included in your kit. So isn't this so cool? And I think this is a pretty neutral card. I know it has, or gift card, I know it has hearts on it, but I feel like you could give it to anyone. I still feel like it can be sort of masculine because of the colors. So that is project number one. Love that. And then project number two is this card. Love this card. I love these colors and just all of the details on the little coffee cup. It's just such a cute bundle. I love this. So this one says life happens, coffee helps. Another great card. And then this card is super fun. It says thanks a latte, and we've got a window sheet here and some dazzling diamonds glimmer paper in the back to make our kind of frothy cream or foam there at the top. I absolutely love this card. And then you got the little coffee beans in the corners and the little straw. It's just so cute. All right, so let's talk about some of the details of how to get this free card kit. So all you have to do to receive your free Coffee Cafe card kit from me is place a minimum $35 order in my online Stampin' Up store. That's $35 before shipping and tax. And be sure that you use the hostess code. I've placed it somewhere here on the screen. Make sure you use that hostess code when you place your order in my online store. That's how I know that you're wanting to be a Club Quitabug member and receive this particular free card kit in the mail from me. Now, right now, starting today, July 1st, for the month of July, we have bonus days. They are back. So for every $50 that you spend in my online store during the month of July, you will receive a $5 bonus days coupon that you can redeem during the month of August. So if you bump your $35 order up to $50, you'll receive one of these $5 coupons in addition to receiving a free card kit from me. And then in August, you'll have a $5 off coupon that you can use for your next order. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our kit here. So I'm just gonna get my supplies out. So I've got everything packaged up nice and neat for you. There are a lot of small pieces, so just be careful when you open your kit. So we're starting with the gift card holder first. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those pieces out, but I just want you to see everything will be nicely laid out for you. Then there's your envelopes. And then you've also, for club members, you'll receive a full color PDF with all of the measurements as well as the supplies that are needed to recreate these projects if you are interested. All right, so let's go ahead and take all of the little pieces out from our little envelope. So I showed you in the past how to create these little pouches. All you do is take one of our medium Whisper White envelopes and you cut it in half using your paper trimmer, and then that's how you get this little half piece for your holder here, or your little pouch for the gift card holder. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I've got some liquid glue here, and I'm just going to add some liquid glue and seal this holder up just a little bit. You don't need too much. I'm just going to fold it over, seal it up, and set this to the side to dry while we work on the rest of the gift card. All right, so let's go ahead and start, and we're going to take out the pieces that we need for our stamping first. And then I'm also going to bring in a piece of scratch paper here. This is just some computer paper. So I'm going to start with this Early Espresso scallop circle, and then I've got my Early Espresso ink pad. And I'm bringing in the little cluster of coffee beans, and I'm just going to stamp those beans all the way around the edge of my scallop circle. and I'm just gonna, no rhyme or reason for how I do it, I'm just going to fill in this edge. And if I go off the edge, that's okay too. Just get those coffee beans all the way around. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. So I've got my beans all around the edge. Actually, I think I'm gonna add one more little piece right there. Yeah, I think that looks good. So we can go ahead and put the early espresso away. All right, so now I'm gonna bring in that little piece of Whisper White and my Soft Sky ink pad, and I want to stamp the happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. So I'm just gonna ink that up. And this whole piece won't, well, it will fit on here, but we only really need the word coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this way. If you'd like to use a different word, like maybe you'd like to use happiness or friend, feel free to do that. I'm just trying to get this word coffee. Isn't this font so cool? I love it. All right, so now I'm just gonna come in with my paper snips, and I am just going to trim out this word coffee. It is a tight squeeze, and I'm going to banner this little end here as best as I can. Got a little bit of the blue there. I'll have to trim that a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. And then we can trim this down a little bit as well. Okay, so I think that looks good. So we've just got the word coffee there. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to take this piece of gold glimmer and I'm gonna pop out, there are some hearts here, and we're actually gonna use these hearts to embellish all of our projects. So just pop those out. And then once you've got them out, just set those to the side, and now we've got this little banner piece or little border piece, and we're just gonna take that and we're going to put this right here on the side, just run it along the right side of our crumb cake heart, and I'm just going to attach that using my stapler. Let's see, I want it right about there, and I'll use dimensionals to do that. Okay, so just pop that right in the top left. Right about there looks good. Then I'm gonna take my coffee here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of fast fuse right there on that edge, and I'm just going to put this right behind my cup, so right about there. Okay, I think that looks so cute. I love this little cup. So in your kit, you'll either get this little cup or you'll get the little cup that was in the sample. So you'll either get this cup or this little cup, just so that you know it'll be either or. And then what I want to do is I'm going to add this right on top, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to do that with dimensionals. Okay, so I've just got one dimensional behind my coffee cup, and I'm just going to cover up that little staple and pop that up just like that. Okay, and there's our little cup. Isn't that cute? I love that. So now I'm just going to take one of these cute little gold hearts, add a glue dot to the back, and just pop it in the center. You don't have to add this gold heart if you don't want to, but I'm going to. I think that's just a nice little extra touch, super cute. Okay, now let's assemble the inside part of our holder here. So I'm just going to add some fast fuse to this piece of Whisper White, and then I'm just going to adhere that right on top of this Soft Sky piece. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my little pull tab here. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. So you've got some burlap ribbon, just trim that down a little bit, and this is just going to be added on to make it easier to pull out the gift card holder. So just add that on right about there. Again, take a stapler and just... All right, so I ran out of staples. I had to put some more staples in there. Okay, once you've got some staples, staple your burlap ribbon on just like that, and that's so cute. I've got glitter everywhere. So that's how that will look. All right, so for this next part, you're gonna take your piece of designer paper, and I've gone ahead and I've just used my tear and tape, and I've added some tape here to the back all around the edge, but just leave one of the long edges without adhesive, because that's gonna be your opening to slip your gift card in. And then once you've got your backings off of your tear and tape, you can just take this piece and line it up left and right and on the bottom. And there you go. Just like that. And now you've got your little pouch down here for your gift card. Okay? All right, so now what we're gonna do is you've got a strip, a 12-inch long strip here of designer paper. Don't worry about this crease in the middle because that's going to be covered up. So we're gonna take our little envelope here and just line that little crease up in the center. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of adhesive here. So you just wanna line that crease up in the center. So let's see, I think right about there looks good. And this is gonna be for our belly band. So once you've got it in the center where you want it, you can just add a little bit of adhesive. This belly band doesn't really need to slide off, so that's why I'm adding adhesive on it. Okay, wrap it around the back. Okay, and then make sure that you line up your edges. Make sure everything lines up nicely. So you may want to practice wrapping it around first so that you can be sure you've got it how you want it, but I was pretty sure I wanted it like that. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Now I'm gonna take my little embellishment layer here and just add some dimensionals to the back. And we'll just adhere this in the center. Oh, this is so cute. So cute. Just pop that up right in the center and it'll cover up that little crease. There we go. Love that. So cute. And then you can just slip your little holder right inside of your pouch, but let's go ahead and put our gift card inside as well. All right, so then we can put a little gift card in there just like that, and then we can slip that right inside just like that, and there you go. Cute little gift card holder. I love this. So I'll just bring in my original, and there we go. Let's go on to project number 2. All right, so I've got my supplies here for card number 2. Let's go ahead and take out this little piece of Whisper White here. This is our little wrap that goes on our mug, our little coffee cup. And let's stamp the Life Happens, Coffee Helps sentiment. So we'll just stamp that. Right there. Okay. Just like that. Ooh, I love how that early espresso stamps. So nice. All right, so now I'm gonna bring back my little scratch piece of paper from earlier, and I've got my little crumb cake coffee cup here. I'm just gonna ink up the outline of the cup, and hopefully I can stamp this correctly here. I'm just trying my best to line this up and stamp it down. Hopefully I've got it. Okay, let's see. All right, pretty good. I think it helps to have a block bigger than what you really need. It's easier to see and line up. All right, so let's go ahead and assemble our coffee cup. So I'm going to use liquid glue here on the back of this piece just because I want to be able to kind of slip this on nice and straight, and you can have a little bit of wiggle room with that liquid glue. So just get that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to add my little lid right here, and I'm just gonna put a tiny, tiny strip of liquid glue on here. Okay, just like that, and we'll just add that on. There we go. All right, so now I've got this teeny tiny little, I'm just gonna call it a stopper. There is a name for this, but the little thing that keeps the steam and everything from coming out of your lid so that your coffee stays hot. I'm just gonna add that on with a little bit of fast fuse. Okay, just like that. Just pop that right behind here. There we go, isn't that so cute? That is just too precious. I love that. All right, so let's set that to the side and go ahead and start doing some assembly here. So I've got this embossed piece. This is embossed with the Polka Dot Basics embossing folder. And I'm just gonna add this onto my Whisper White card base. Remember, all of the measurements are available in the PDF for club members. It's included in the kit. So I'm just gonna fold this over and use my bone folder to give it a nice crease. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna add this Designer Series paper. This is from the Coffee Break Designer Series paper stack that coordinates with this suite of products. I'm just gonna add this right on right here. Then you've got a piece of Soft Sky Classic Weave ribbon. I'm just gonna fold that in half and give it a cut, and then I'm gonna wrap one piece around here. So let me just turn this over, add some fast fuse, take this piece and just wrap it around. Yep, there we go, just like that. Okay, perfect. And then we'll go ahead and add this piece onto the front of our card. Okay, so I'm gonna add this on, going sort of off to an angle to the left. So right about there. Okay, and now I'll take that remaining piece of ribbon, slip it under, and I'm just gonna tie it in a very simple knot. Just like that, super easy. And then we can just trim those ends. All right, so now I'm just gonna take my coffee cup and pop that up with some dimensionals. Just add my little cup, sort of at an angle. Let's see, I'll add it on. Yep, right about there looks good. Okay, just pop that down, perfect. All right, so now I've added 3 of my little glimmer hearts onto my glue dots, and I'm just going to just kind of add those hearts on. Let's see, for a little bling here on this card, just like that. There we go. Okay, and that finishes up card number 2. I absolutely love this card. I think it's so cute. So let me just bring in my original, and there we go. Card number 2 complete. Let's go ahead to the final card. All right, so I've got my supplies here for card number 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out all the pieces that I'm going to be stamping on so that we can do that first. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm also gonna go ahead and bring in my scratch paper because we're gonna need that for this piece right here. So this is the straw, let me flip it over. This is the straw for our little cup. So I'm just going to take out my early espresso ink. I've got the little lines from the stamp set for the straw, and I'm just gonna stamp that tone on tone onto this early espresso piece, and you really can actually see it on there. There we go. And it's okay if it doesn't line up perfectly. You won't see the whole straw anyways. Okay. All right, so I've got my straw finished. Now I'm going to bring in this little designer piece here, and I'm gonna stamp the coffee beans in early espresso in the bottom right-hand corner, right here, just like that, and then in the upper left-hand corner. Okay, there we go. So we're finished with the early espresso. Okay, so now I'm just gonna bring in that little Whisper White oval, and on that oval, we're gonna stamp in Soft Sky the Thanks a Latte sentiment. So I'm just gonna ink that up and stamp that, try my best to stamp that in the center. Okay. There we go. It's a little off center, but that's okay. It was actually off center on my sample too. All right, so I actually almost forgot to stamp my little coffee cup here, just like we did on our crumb cake cup. I'm just gonna bring that image back in, and let's stamp the outline here. For our cup, again, try your best to line it up. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so now we can start assembling our cup. So I've got this little corrugated piece, isn't that so cute, to go across the center of our cup, and I just used my Tombow Mono liquid glue for this piece. So I'm just gonna add that right in the center, okay? And then I can put this away. Then I'm just gonna use my Fast Fuse to add the Thanks a Latte sentiment right in the center. So just right about there. That looks good. All right, so I've got my glue dots here, and I'm just going to add one of my little gold hearts just right off the edge here of my Thanks a Latte. So let's see, right about there. I think that looks cute. Okay, love that. All right, so next I'm gonna flip my cup over and bring in that little piece of Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper for our whipped cream or foam, whatever you wanna call that. And I'm just going to line that up with my cup face down, and I'm just gonna actually tape this right on. Whoops, and it looks like I only need one piece of tape. So I'm just gonna line it up and tape it down. There we go. And I'm just doing that so that it'll be easier for me to add some dimensionals onto this piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this piece up with dimensionals. All right, so to add my little clear lid here, I'm just gonna fold over a couple of glue dots and just add them right down here on this rim here where the early espresso is. If you have another tip or trick for adding window sheets, feel free to do that. This worked fine for me. You can see it very slightly. It's not very obvious to the eye. You have to kind of be looking for it. So I'm fine with that. You can't even see it. And then our window sheet will just sit right on top of that. Just do one more right here, and I'm just putting it right on top of that early espresso because it kind of hides it actually. And then just lay that right on there. Line it up where you want it. Lay it right on. Press it down, and there you go. You can't really even see it, that those glue dots are on there. So there we go. So now I'm just gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna trim down my straw maybe about right here. I think that should be good. Let's see, because I want it to stick out just right behind. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I'll just do a little bit of Fast Fuse right there. And let's see, get my little straw in there. Let's see, right about there. I think that looks great. Perfect. So we've got our little straw. So now we can set this to the side and let's go ahead and assemble the rest of the card. So you've got this little piece of designer paper. You can use whichever side you want. I want to use the green stripes. So I'm just going to add this strip on in the center of this piece. Okay, just like that. Then you've got a little piece of crumb cake classic weave ribbon, and we're just going to add this across the center of this layer. And again, I'm just going to put some fast fuse behind and add it on that way. Okay, there we go, just like that. And so now let's go ahead and flip over our card base, fold it, and give it a nice crease with the bone folder. Okay, and then we can go ahead and add this layer on. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. And now I'll just take my little drink. So cute. Take off my backings here. And we'll just pop this right into the center. Just right about there. Okay, there we go. All right, and that finishes up card number 3. Isn't that so cute? I just love this card. So let me just bring in the original, and there we go. Finished. All right, so there you have it. There are the 3 projects in my Coffee Cafe free card kit. So remember, all you have to do in order to qualify to receive this free card kit from me is place a minimum $35 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's before shipping and tax, and be sure to use this hostess code that I've placed here on the screen. If your order is $150 or more, be sure not to use that code, okay? Because then you'll become your own hostess. So don't use the code if your order is $150 or more. And don't forget, you might as well bump your order up to $50 so that you can earn one of the bonus days $5 off coupons to use during the month of August. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about Club Quitabug, please head on over to today's coordinating blog post. I've got all the details listed over there. I've got that linked just below the video in the description notes. You could also comment on this video or email me at quitabughandmaids@gmail.com and I will get those questions answered. So thanks again, you guys. Remember, this kit is only available until July the 15th and then it ends. So if you're interested, you've only got a couple of weeks. So thanks again, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye now.